democratic society. Neither the American system would work in France, and the French certainly would not accept it, nor Americans are going to import laïcité. But neither are the Germans going to import either the American or the French system. If there is such a variation and such a multiplicity of ways of being modern, religious and secular, even within the modern Christian secular West, then one can assume that the variety is only going to be greater as the rest of the world also modernizes and transforms its societies. Indeed, while up to, let's say, 20 years ago, the focus of all research had been on religion and the problem of religion, today, I would argue, certainly the last decade, the most interesting developments, both within religious studies, but also within the social sciences, has been in the need to look at religion and the secular as two mutually constituted fields and phenomena, and mutually constituted in very different ways, in very different contexts. There is a very famous joke, many of you may have heard it, Northern Ireland, somebody crossing from a Protestant to a Catholic district, hands up, where are you, Protestant or Catholic? No, I'm an atheist, but which one? There is such a thing as a neutral, secular individual. The kind of assumption we have of secularity as being the kind of the natural humanity, what remains when we get rid of this superstructural thing that we call religion. This assumption we had is obviously false. The secular itself is constituted by the religious, and the religious is constituted by the secular. And so the interesting question is then to begin thinking how these things are interconnected, and to begin seeing how, when we think we are the most secular, we are actually reproducing perhaps particular religious patterns that come from history. So I would argue, for Europeans, it's very hard to understand what American religion is, because they see it so secularized, so mundane, and the boundaries are not clear at all. Indeed, in the United States, the boundaries of the religious and the secular are not clearly framed, despite the wall of separation, while in Europe they were relatively rigidly maintained because everybody knew what religion was, ecclesiastical institutions. One religion becomes a republican religion of citizens. The